Hold on a minute. Hold on. Can't believe I gotta do this the first time. Right there. Gonna move my good chair over. Right there. Put it a little bit closer so you can see. Right there. Get your ass down. I've been wanting to do a video on this fucking clown for a long time, and for a major long time. I wanted to go ahead and put a fucking video out on this guy because of his ignorant bullshit. You know it's weird, and you know it's awkward, and you know it's you're on some bullshit or you're saying some bullshit when you have a whole entire Twitter page debunking your shit. It's really off. Now, if you're in the Twitter space, or X, one of the dumbest names for a fucking social media platform ever, you would know a guy by the name of Grummz on Twitter talking about, game design, the gaming industry, and having an issue with woke DEI mentalities, which a lot of people who follow him who hate the idea of woke DEI mentalities, but they don't know what the fuck the meaning is. It's very ignorant when people talk about woke and DEI mentalities, especially Grummy Bear over here. But the thing is with that, they're just using this as a way to be upset at something and not knowing the meaning of what it is. Now, here's what I hate about this guy. I hate about this guy who criticizes, multiple gaming companies, multiple gaming, platforms, multiple video games in general. But you were a lead of one of the biggest, I would say the biggest games in history, which is World of Warcraft, that still looks like a fucking PS2 game, which is absolutely weird to me. You've done things like Diablo 2 and StarCraft, which, of course, they were back then decent. But the weird part is the fact that you worked at Blizzard. You don't state whether you were still working there during those accusations that popped up. So I would like to know if you actually were or not. But anyway, it came to the idea where McDizzle Gaming actually called him out for being a fraud. And it's based off of a project that he's doing. While a lot of people talk about $200 million for Concord being set to waste on this, take a look at this shit. Let me tell you something. You are saying some bullshit when Mighty Keith agrees with the fact that, you are asking someone for their full name and address because you were wrong. Grummz, sweetheart, Bubala, I need to speak to you about something. I went to school for game art. I know about lighting. I know about 3D Foundation. I know about what it takes to make a fucking game, because that's what my degree is about. I worked with things such as Unity, Unreal. I've worked with the Maya fucking program, which cost a couple $1,000s to work with, that most companies use. And this is fucking embarrassing. You were a lead for these games, talking about how Chrono Trigger is one of the best games, but you made something so stock like this. It's so embarrassing to me because you have all these stupid ideas. You have all these major things to a point where fucking even Mighty Keith agrees with the guy who you scammed him and his freaking followers. You scammed him and his supporters. How the hell do you do that? Now, here's what it is. What's weird to me is that people, once again, get on Concord for failing $200 million in a game for 8 years. But this is almost $1 million. What the fuck is that? I've seen indie games that cost less and worked on less that look better than this. There's no way a lead like this could be in the, like have something this bad of a project. This looks like a college entry project. And what's weird is that we actually follow this clown. I'm sorry, just because you have this symbol doesn't make you more intelligent or more knowledgeable about the gaming industry. And it's just very, very bad. When you get Mighty Keith calling you out and you get other people calling you out, come on. Come on. Like, come on. That's very sad. That's very sad. Grummz, I'm gonna give you a hint of advice. Stop being a clown. That's just what it is. Stop being a clown. You have no position to judge just because you were in the industry. The problem is you were in the industry during the time where games did not look as good as Concord. You were in the industry where the technology was not as good. So, you had to work with what you had to work with. But if you look at the games now, and you had part in StarCraft, original StarCraft, fucking, what, Diablo 2, World of Warcraft, they're not aging well. World of Warcraft still looks like a PS2 game. Like, what the fuck is that? It's sad. It's just very sad, and I can't believe, like, this guy was even in the industry. I think this guy, in my opinion, needs to be, like, blackballed from the industry. He needs to be gone from the industry. This is a clown that made this ugly, disgusting project. And I'm very disappointed at that. I'm very upset with that. The fucking mech looks stock, man. Come on. Really? It really looks stock. That's very sad. Grummz, Grummy Bear, I'm gonna need you to take a seat, a real seat, and take like sit hard on that seat and think about what you're doing. And get off Twitter. Get off, please. Or X. That's the dumbest fucking name I've ever heard in my life. Get off X for like a while and just rethink what you've been saying. Just rethink every life choice that you've had. Please.